Everybody, welcome to my channel, Miss Criticizer 2021. If you're here for the very first time, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. 90 Day Fiancé Season 9 Episode 11 already. Wow, time flies. Time flies. We get to Patrick and Thais. Everything seems to be going well with them. And then he said, I have a surprise. We will be going to Vegas tomorrow. And she said, oh wow, Vegas, I've never been there before. I want to see, that's what I've been seeing on TV. So they're in Vegas, they're touring around the strip. Thais is mesmerized by the glitz and the glamour. And so while they are there, he said, I would like you to meet my younger brother and his husband. And so he also took that opportunity to explain the dark past of his whole family situation. He was raised by a single mom. It's them, the brothers. But then I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, because I've heard something like she was involved in drugs or something like that. And Patrick had to leave home. I'm not sure if Patrick is the oldest, but he said me being the oldest or whatever. I thought John was the oldest. But he said that I left and I just didn't want to come back because Vegas gave me so many bad memories. I think that's where he grew up. It gave him so many bad memories, and his younger brother was the one that had to keep it down for the family. So of course the younger brother holds a special place in his heart. So later that evening, they meet up with his younger brother and of course his husband. And Thais introduces herself to him. And so they ask him, oh, what do you think about the States, America, Vegas? And she's like, oh my God, I love Vegas. I love this place. I'm so happy. I'm so ecstatic. And she just got carried away that she was talking a bit too much. She was talking a lot and mistakenly blurted out that her father does not know that they will be getting married, and Patrick had to find out this way. It was not her intention to say it, but then eventually she said it, and Patrick was feeling some type of way. Of course, they comported themselves in front of his brother, but Patrick just kept that in himself. So of course the younger brother said that, okay, he's my brother, just make sure you continue to make him happy, and yeah, you guys just make sure you work out any kind of issues that you have. So when they get back to the hotel, Patrick was so devastated to find out that she never told her father, and he said, why is it a secret? And she said, don't worry, I just want to get married first, and once I'm married then I can tell my dad, but I'm not going to say anything right now. And Patrick said, but then what's the point? Like, I don't understand why you're doing this. And Patrick is questioning himself. He's like, why would she do that? Is she not sure that she will not marry me? Is she just coming here for a good time? Does she want to use me and then leave? Is there a reason why she's doing this? Does she not trust me? And Thais' thing is that her father has this perception of American men. And it's no secret. He thinks that most of them, they just want to have you for a good time. They use you, and then after what they got what they want, then they get rid of you. He feels like Patrick will not be serious about ever marrying his daughter. And so that's why Patrick is telling Thais that tell your father, so that at least he knows that I'm being serious with you and that I'm not using you, because that's not how I am. And she still said, no, I am not going to do that, and I want us to keep it between ourselves. And he said, but then do you want me to formally ask your father's hand in marriage before doing this? And I'm like, well, Patrick, you should have done that from the beginning. You should have gone to his father first before proposing to her. That's just me. It's courtesy. But again, what happened. So they were going back and forth, continue to go back and forth, disagreeing about this whole thing. And then the scene ends with them driving somewhere. She says she has a surprise for him. Well. Guess what the surprise is? They're in Vegas, so what do you expect? There's a chapel. And so she brought him to the chapel and she said, let's have this instant wedding. Let's elope. He said, why are you doing this? Then she said, we can marry today so that at least I have something to show my dad. And then he said, no, this is not how I plan things to be. I want us to have a special wedding. This is not something that we should just do in a rush and all that. Let's plan it properly. And so she said, but then why are you angry? Like, we can just get married right now and then afterwards we do the arrangement. He said, that's not how I want to do things. You need to learn how to trust me. We're not going to get married until you tell your father. And that's how the scene ended. Okay, now let me tell the perspective of both ends. Thais, I kind of understand where she's coming from. She wants to be 100% certain before she ever tells her dad. It's not like she wants to tell her dad today that, oh, we're getting married, and then Patrick does not hold his end of the deal. Patrick will end up disappointing her. And that's what she wants to avoid from happening. She wants to avoid shame. And I agree with what she's doing. I'm not gonna lie, I agree. Should she have told Patrick? Yes. But again, and also she should have been careful when she was talking. If she did not want this to come out, she should have never blurted it out during that dinner. Because now she's going to feel the pressure from Patrick. Now, on Patrick's end, I get where he's coming from. It is quite painful that your fiance will not even tell her dad. It makes it seem like there's some kind of distrust in between there. And that there's just no honesty. He'll feel that maybe one, maybe she might not trust him, or two, she has ulterior motives. Maybe she's not serious about just getting committed to him, and she's there for a good time and there to leave. So he wants to really speak to Patrick's father. Now, we'll see how it all ends up. And also with the way Patrick behaved the previous episode, I don't really blame Thais for not really telling her dad yet. Because I understand when she asked him about his income statement, he said, that's none of your business. You're not my wife yet. And I understand where Patrick also came from in that episode, but his tone was just disrespectful. So, of course, she's also considering the red flags and she's very careful with it. So, yeah, that's about it. I wonder how the next episode is going to be. I see that John is going to be involved in the mix again. I cannot stand him. Anyway, thank you once for watching. Tell me what you think about this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you all. Mwah.